Hey, what's going on, guys? I know it's a little dark in this video. I apologize. It's a little hard with work after hours to do these videos sometimes with daylight savings, with it getting dark so early. But I wanted to get on here and talk about something that maybe a few of you guys have experienced, and that's this. If you've ever been in a situation where a woman left you and you were down bad for a while, right? Maybe you didn't know what to do. Maybe you, if you're like me, maybe you went through a period of alcoholism because you really just didn't know how to deal with it. But then eventually you got your shit together, right? And you basically forget about this woman. It's like she's the last thing on your mind. Maybe you block a lot of it out subconsciously. And you start to improve. Maybe you put on a good deal of muscle. Maybe you start a business, work on your finances, and all of a sudden, no longer are you down bad. No longer are you upset. In fact, a lot of times in these situations, you find yourself better off than you were when you were with that woman. And lo and behold, you get a text message one day and you look at your phone and you think, well, that's my area code. Don't recognize the number. Maybe you go back and forth a little bit and you figure out, oh, shit, this is my ex-girlfriend. Wow, what a coincidence, right? No, it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence at all. Women's hypergamy, biting them in the ass, is quite literally one of the best feelings on the face of this planet. And the reason for that is because, remember guys, hypergamy is a psychological evolutionary trait that is built into women from like the hunter-gatherer days, right? For the most part, relationships with men for women were about survival. That's what it's about. And those primitive monkey brain traits are still in the brains of there. And we've got the same things as men, right? Certain fertility cues and etc. But there is not a feeling quite like a woman finding out through the grapevine that you're doing great, right? And trying to weasel her way back in. She might start with your friends. You know, she might even go so far as to contact your family and kind of see what's up. And she'll reach out and she'll test the waters to kind of see what's going on with you. And when you see that number pop up on your phone, because you are only going to see a number, granted you did the right thing and deleted her number, so there's not a name in there. When you see that number, and when she tells you, hey, it's Claudia, hey, it's Janelle, whatever. And when she asks you, you know, what about would you like to get together for coffee? And you say no, or you don't respond. Or you say, maybe you even say hell no. Don't get too triggered. Don't get reactive. But when you reject that woman that rejected you, boy, is that a good feeling. You guys ever been there? I've been there. Hell, I've even been there somewhat recently. There's nothing quite like it, is there, guys? I think the reason that it's such a great feeling, if you're like me, and you've really worked on yourself and you've improved in multiple areas of your life, it feels so good because you the improvement makes you realize and really understand that you don't need this bitch. For so long, you thought that you were emotionally tied to her. And you sit around and think about the good times, and you sit around and you think about how much you have invested in this woman, and it makes you sick. Because, guys, let's be honest, the majority of the time, that's why guys are afraid to divorce their wife. They're afraid to leave a relationship, because they've invested. They are invested in that woman. And when you can separate yourself from that woman and truly come to terms with the fact that you're done, and that this woman no longer has a grip on your life, and you really mean that, it's freedom. And I mean, I guess I don't really believe in karma, but in a certain sense, to a lot of you guys out there, probably it's karma. Especially if she treated you wrong. Because let's face it, most breakups, most divorces are just sprung on guys. Spur of the moment. They might have told you last week, I love you. They might have told you earlier this week, I love you, I'll never leave you. And then they're gone. When you can come to a place where you accept it, not only that, you don't even want anything to do with them anymore. Great feeling. I'm sure a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you've been through it, and I'm sure you've got that text message out of the blue. And you just say, fuck off. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. I'm going to leave it here with you guys today anyway. Keep moving forward.